So what's up everyone on YouTube? It's me and Driver KG. And for the most part, for these last few years, we have been mostly Hyundai. I've done other little cars here and there, but it's been mostly about this brand right here. And like I told you guys, I had a plan, and that was to expand to other companies, other platforms. I am not just a Hyundai fan, I'm a car fan. So being honest with you guys, no, it is not an end for the Hyundai. It is never going to be an end for this Hyundai. And that is for the simple fact that we're going to be building this motor, we're going to be going big turbo, all that stuff, and then we're going to be going even more with more of a build, doing the sleeves next year, all that good stuff. But for right now, I wanted to get into something that was all-wheel drive. Now, you guys that know, I had the Porsche truck before, and I thought about it. I was like, man, I did really want a GTS. Got the GTS and definitely needed a little bit more power. So I was like, do I sell this truck and get a turbo, or where do I go from here? I kind of really want a truck, but I really do like the all-wheel drive. I like that the Porsche Cayennes have a turbo and they're very tunable. But I thought about money, and I was like, where do I go? Well, let's show you. God damn, you see this seat? What happened here? God, I'm gonna have to clean that. That's pissing me off. And we went to 30 PSI all the way. And as you guys know, that's a TTE back there. That thing is holding, that thing is pulling, but I want to go a little harder than that, a little higher. Everything is in here. So I figured I would not just switch platforms, but add a platform. And the platform I'm talking about is none other than the Civic Cycno. Would you guys be mad if I really went to a Civic or a Type R or something? No, they're not bad cars, but let me show you the actual car. This right here, this is my new to me 2016 Quattro A3. And let's take a look at this thing. Let me show you why I got it. One, yes, it's that Quattro. Yes, she's a little dirty, right? But let me show you. Got some nice little features here. But you guys see, I got a nice little brown interior. I'm usually not a fan of brown interior, but you know, when I checked this thing out, I was like, damn, this is kind of nice, you know? And it was owned by an older woman who had it since new. And if you're familiar with the EQT, Jesus, it's going to take some time. If you're familiar with the MQB platform, you know that these have a EA888 Gen 3, meaning this car could take quite a bit of power without needing other stuff. So it's gonna need a ton of fueling. But let me explain to you why. So since 2014, I believe, in the GTIs, they rolled out the EA888 Gen 3, and those motors have been really powerful in the GTI community. Golf R, now the Golf R, the S3 has slightly different rods now from what I was told. I'm not 100% sure, but the A3s, which is this with the all-wheel drive, because there are front-wheel drive variants of it without Quattro, the all-wheel drive variants have the same piston rods as the R and the S, And mind you, from there, the difference is the turbo. This has a little tiny IS-20. Now, IS-20 might get you a cool little 320, 330, maybe 350. But you're not going to do anything past that safely. Also, this thing has the DQ250 DSG transmission. Meaning, this transmission can take a beating, all right? There's a ton of tunes out there for these cars, and these things do take a beating. They can see 500 horsepower easily. You can see 500 horsepower. So, the way we're going to do that, we're going to get this ball rolling pretty fast. I actually already have mods for it. Oh, the plan for this car, we are very quickly going to go into a Mamba 3076R turbo. We're going to do port injection and PI. We're going to do E85, pure E85, and we'll have a daily 93 tune that we run on this thing. We're going to do downpipe, intercooler, charge pipes, the works. All right, now, where did this idea come from? Well, I actually had this idea years ago. My plan was to get a A3 because S3s do not come in convertible, but my plan was to get a A3 in a convertible variant. Now, I really like convertibles. A lot of people do not like convertibles, but I thought it would be kind of cool to, you know, maybe go after some records in a convertible. It's really hard and stupid. Extra weight. It's stupid, I know, but why not? But again, this one kind of just fell into my lap nicely, and it is a very well taken care of car. No lights on the dash, no issues, shocks are new. There's so many things that are new on this car. It's almost like a new car. It still smells new in here. It's actually pretty insane. But again, we're going to get into those performance mods pretty quick, and then I'll talk to you guys about tuning later on in another video. But I just wanted to show you what we were getting into, in case you're like, well, what are you doing? What's going on? Am I getting rid of the N? Definitely not. Never getting rid of the N. I'm doing way too much work to it, and we're just never going to get rid of that car. That car is staying with me. This car, however, in the future, I am going to do piston rod springs, all that stuff to this car. These cars do really well with piston rod springs, and they can see, with this transmission, we can see 700 horsepower pretty nicely, pretty simple, you know, with the right turbo, right setup, all that stuff. We would need a actual big turbo for that, not just the Mamba 3076, but we're going to need to go to like a G30 900 at that point. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Everything is steps, right? So again, this was just a very decent example of, like, mechanically, this was a perfect example car. I could not find better. And mind you, I was going to get a S3 from Copart. There was one that I was really waiting on, and I'm like, man, when is this title going to come up? If you guys know about Copart, buying cars on Copart, I was like, damn, when is this title going to come so it can be a listing that, you know, you can bid on or buy out? And I'm like, wait a second, just get an A. Shout out to my boy. I don't know if he even wants me to shout him out right now, if he wants everybody to know what his plans on his car, but he know who he is. And it's going to be a few of us with A3s also. So yeah, I'm going into this MQB platform, and this is going to be my third German vehicle. Now, like I've said to some of you guys before, I have had over 38 cars at this point. This is car number 39, and it's probably going to still grow. I mean, it's a problem at this point. I do like cars. I do love cars. I like to build them. I love to customize them. We'll go into that at another video, but this is a 2.0 all-wheel drive EA888 Gen 3 DQ250 car with all options. All options. I have every option that this car could have possibly came with in that year. So as you guys see, dual zone climate control, heated seats, very nice, very nice. We have the adaptive cruise control. the Bang & Olufsen sound system, if you can see that, which is insane. Like, if you guys ever wanted an A3, S3, make sure you got the Bang & Olufsen sound system. It is not worth getting this car if you do not. You're going to wish you had it, especially if you want to listen to music. But if this is going to be a tin can and you don't care about music, so be it. But you have a nice little moonroof going on. I can see everything. We're going to make this thing look good. I promise you. So that was just a little update of what's going on. I literally just got this car last night. I'm always driving far as shit. Don't understand it, but the things I do for cars. And registered it early in the morning. She was ready to go. Clean title, so I don't got to worry about the salvage title car and getting it fixed up and going to take it for an inspection to see if it could go for a rebuilt title. It's a lot to it, guys. It's a lot. Now, if this was a car I was going to make money on, I'll play the waiting game and get that S3. You know, hey, I may still get that S3. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I don't want you guys to take it, but god damn, it's nice. I would keep that extra, but I've seen some Elantra N's up there too. There's a blue 2024 Elantra N up there that is a DCT. It's not on Copart. I believe it's IA or Manheim, one of those. And this car, I forgot what it was. I think it was just a door. Maybe just a door and a bumper. Things can be pushed out. It's like, shit. It's not a bad idea. You're still waiting on the title for that too. So, hey, you never know. But again, these cars come stock, 220 horsepower. It's a little snippy. You got a little get to it, and it's very comfortable. I will give it that. It's a very, very comfortable car. But I want an easier power. Now, like I said many times, having to been in many platforms, I've never been into the Civic Type R platform like that, so I can't give you my honest opinion about owning and modding, but I know people who have, and those cars are expensive. Those cars do make the power, but you know, it's about putting it down. I think gearing goes into it and stuff like that. Every car puts down power differently, so you know, if they're the same horsepower, it could be different because the gearing may be different. They could be the same weight. There's so many factors that goes into it. It's not just horsepower, guys. So don't just say, hey, well, this car has 600 horsepower and that car has 500 horsepower, so that's automatically going to lose. When is it going to catch up? It may not catch up. So there's a lot that goes into it. With these cars, this thing, I'm not sure what it weighs, but I'm not doing the whole gut thing. I'm not doing that. I never gut cars out. So honestly, like I said, we'll just make this a really fun all-wheel drive car. And we're going to be taking this car to the drag strip, as well as the Elantra too, but I'm not going to be too much into dragging because I don't want to go through certain things and like shock the, you know, drivetrain, if you will. So we're going to be trying to hit, my goal for this car is a 10.7. I want a 10.7 quarter mile. So let's put it like this. When I have this car fully done, I'm going to give it 2 months. I'm going to get some real good tires for this thing. I want to be 10.7. So if you guys want to be in for this ride, please like this video. Comment what you think. If you like it, do you think this was a good move? Is this a bad move? Or Audi's piece of shit? Or Hyundai's piece of shit? Hey, it is what it is. I'm getting a phone call right now. But you know what? Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel so you can tell when I'm uploading, because I'm going to be doing a lot of installs in this thing, and we're going to be seeing what we can get 6130 in this thing. And overall, is it a better car to mod than Hyundai? Let's find out. Thank you guys for watching.